Hey everyone, I'm Mark Bailey, and today I'm going to talk about how to search for conspiracy related news. Now, I've been working at WantToKnow.info for about a decade, and we have, as far as I know, the biggest and best archive of conspiracy news on the web. Um, and we have pretty good search. But I recently made a specialized app to do more specialized searching, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about. So let's just jump right in. Right now, when you go to wanttoknow.info, you can search the archive in a few different ways using a keyword search. So let's look up blackmail. Alright, so we got some good blackmail, but the first one's pretty old, so why don't we see what we got in the last year instead? Alright, we got Epstein. Now, what if we wanted to look for it only in government corruption? We could check this topic box. Search again. Still get Epstein. Now, one of the neat things that our site has is if you click on a search result, it brings you to the summary and all the information about that. But here on the right are related stories. Now, this is a fun feature that I put together, the algorithm for last year, and it's great because you can see any article and then see what it's related to, click on that, and then so on and so forth. It's an excellent research tool. Now, it does have a couple of shortcomings. Actually, let's just bring that up again. One of them is that you have to know keywords, and another one is that you have to search for a term with more than 3 characters in it. So if you do a search for something like UAP, you're not going to get any results. Now, this is a rare situation, but it does come up. So recently, I put together a specialized search app, which is right here. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and refresh it so you can see what happens when you get there. So the first thing you'll notice is that it says page loading, this takes a minute. Now that message is going to change when the page is loaded. This site is built with PyScript, and that makes a lot of interesting things possible, but it also makes it slow. And this is all pretty experimental. So while that's loading, let's look at some of the features of this page. One is, a couple of charts that I made. So you can see how often each news source appears in the Want to Know archive right here. And zooming in on that, you can see all the ones you'd expect: New York Times, Guardian, Washington Post, San Francisco Chronicle, and so on. You can see how each of these publications is represented in the data set. Now, you can look at a similar thing right here, but for topic categories. So again, zooming in, you can see all of our topic tags, and then how many articles have those topic tags in the archive. So this is just kind of fun information about the archive that I thought people might find useful. So now getting to search, basically you want searches to be as descriptive as possible. So I put in a sample search about forests and mushrooms and things like that, and we can run that, and I'll show you what happens. So you press the button, And after you click on the submit button, it takes a minute, and then what you see is 20 of the most closely related news article summaries to your search query. And they have links to original sources as well as links to the WantToKnow.info page of each summary. And it's kind of neat. I like it because you don't have to know keywords. So if you just have an idea of what you're after, but you don't really know the terminology, you can just type in your idea and it'll return relevant results. Another fun thing is that it's okay to do a 3-character word as your entire query here. So if we do UAP and we submit for processing, then the 20 articles come back with UAP relevance. And so this, not everyone's going to want to use it. It's not super pretty, it's kind of slow, but it's really useful for certain kinds of specialized research that some of our readers might want to undertake. Now, below where that appears, I've created an interactive visualization of our top news stories. And so this is kind of fun. Basically, let's close the sidebar. And you see each of these red squares is a news article. And here is the headline, the source, and the date of each one. If you click on it, these are the primary articles, the top 20. I also show the 10 that they're most closely related to here. So if you click on your top 20 article and then you click this little focus button, it'll show you all the articles related to that in the archive, and those are in this cyan color. And so we can look at any of those. But if you want to, let's say you come across this and you want to know more about it, you just click these little 3 dots right here. And then the article summary comes up. Scroll down and you can find the article source and the Want to Know link, just like with the search results above. Now this is a fun little tool for exploring the relationships between stories. And the relationships involved here they're mathematical, having to do with the math of language. So it's not, it captures keywords, but it's not all keyword based. Oh, and one more thing here, let's just zoom in. So the tiny little green dots here, if you click on one of those, you'll see that it's a topic category. So this one's military corruption. And if you want to just see all the military corruption ones in this little visualization, just click on that dot, click focus. Boom, you've got all the military corruption ones in the WantToKnow.info's top articles. Alright, now the final piece of this is a display of Telegram messages from the new Want to Know unofficial Telegram group that I just created. At this point there's 4 members, but there's an invite link on the page. And the idea is basically that we can have conversations about the topics that we cover in the Telegram group, and if anyone happens to be browsing the page, they can get a window into that conversation and then join in if they feel interested in doing that. So that creates a little bit of interactivity that I think some people might find useful. So that's it in a nutshell. I hope you enjoyed my little video about the new conspiracy search app that I just made. Alright, have a good one.